Hey, welcome back. I wanted to do a little gym bag tour today and just show you what I keep in my bag, whether I'm on the go, with clients, or if I'm just doing my own workout in the gym. I want to start by saying that I am not sponsored by any of these products. These are just things that I like to use, things that I enjoy. And for anything nutritional wise that I show you, protein or electrolytes, I want you to do your own research, find things that work for you. Obviously, everybody's different. Everybody has different needs. So these are just things that currently work for me, but definitely find what works best for you, for your bag so that you can add some of these things to yours. So let's get started. The first thing is going to be my headphones. So I have my Beats headphones, and then I also alternate these with my AirPods. So I love to listen to my music when I'm working out. It definitely helps me get focused and just kind of hype for my workout. But I also really like listening to podcasts. If I'm doing long form cardio, I will listen to podcasts. I will also listen to things like YouTube or watch a show or whatever it may be if I'm walking, doing like a several mile walk or whatever it may be. But these are essential for my bag because they really help you lock in, I think, in the gym. So that's our first fun thing in here. Got lots more to come. So next I have a shaker bottle. This is just my GNC bottle. I have a whole bunch of different shaker bottles. Some are different sizes. So I have one I bring around with me a lot that's like probably 2/3 the size of this. And so it's a little easier to put in a bag. But these obviously come in handy with things like my electrolytes or protein powders. Just easy to blend with some water and have on the go. So one of the things I guess I mentioned them sort of, but some of the things I bring with me or have with my bottle are my shaker bottle are these electrolytes. Right now I'm loving the instant hydration. I just really like this blend. It works really well for me. I feel good when I've had one of these, and I like that they're really easy to bring with you on the go. These little sticks, you can just pop them in your bag. And yeah, I enjoy it. Usually I'll have this before a workout, depending on what my needs are. If I'm really feeling like I need something after, I may do it then. But yeah, I definitely, and all in moderation, of course. You would never want to have too many of these. I usually will just have one. If I'm having one, it's like one in a day's time. But yeah, I really enjoy the taste of these, and they are just fun to have, for a quick little fuel up before that workout. And then for after the workout, something I'm loving right now for summertime is clear protein. So this is going to be a little different than, your protein that kind of tastes like a milkshake. Always, we love that too. But these have been really, really good for summer. I get these at Target, and I like that they're just individual. So this one is Frosty Lemonade and Blue Bahama, which is like a blue raspberry coconut flavor. But I really like these for the summertime because they don't feel heavy to me. It's just something light and refreshing after a workout, but you're still getting some really good protein in and low sugar. So I'm trying to see if yeah, really low sugar, less than 1 gram, and this one is 1 gram of sugar. So you're getting your high protein, low sugar ratio here. So I really enjoy these right now, especially again for summertime. Just something fun to have with you, and then just pop it in that shaker bottle, and it's a good like after workout, fuel up sort of treat as well in a way. Yeah, so I enjoy those. Next, I've got some boxing gloves. I do like to box, and I enjoy having these in my bag in case there's I have a bag at my gym, so I like to be able to just do a workout, throw these on. Sometimes I have my wraps with me, which will be, help protect your hands and your wrists. But I don't always have those with me. If I'm doing kind of like shadow boxing or just a different form of cardio with it, then I may just use my gloves alone. But I like to have these on me for a good little cardio boxing workout. And it adds a little weight, obviously, to your hands. So kind of like holding a weight, sort of like very light, obviously, but I like that adds a little bit to the workout. And then kind of along those lines, I have a barbell cover, so barbell pad. This will help protect if you're doing certain things. A lot of gyms obviously already have these. So if you're doing like hip thrusts, things like that, they'll have a pad kind of laying around usually. But just in case they don't, or in case, I'm in need of a little extra, just a extra kind of comfort with that bar, then I'll pop this on there. So I don't use it for everything. I don't always, it's just something to have. I'm not always using it every time I'm using a barbell, but I do enjoy having this handy just in case I need it in whatever workout I'm doing. So next we have a massager here. So I also do a lot of foam rolling for recovery, but if I'm not doing foam rolling, I'm going to be using this massager here. And I like it. I like having it because it's easier to carry with you, and you can kind of more quickly use it. When you're doing the foam roller, I'm like, you're going to be using it. If you're using it on your legs, you're gonna be laying on the ground, so you're gonna need some space. I like with this that you don't really need that extra space if you're just looking for like quick recovery. So this is something I love having with me. Really helps break up that tissue and those lactic acids and all of that in your muscles to help for quicker recovery. So I enjoy having this with me and using this. Specifically, I use it most, I would say, for my legs. Sometimes I use it on my biceps. Your back, obviously. It's great for shoulders and all of that too. So I really do enjoy having this with me. All right, so moving on, I guess in that same vein for products, I also have a protein bar. This one I'm really liking right now. It's the Barebells peanut butter and jelly. I kind of like anything peanut butter and jelly. So when I see it, I'm like, that's for me. So it's really tasty. I like this one. I like that it doesn't have added sugar, and this one has 20 grams of protein. But it's nice to have a little something extra with you if you need more to, you just feel like you need that quick fuel, and, just a good alternative. I also will sometimes have in my bag clementines or pistachios or other little things, sometimes like a low-calorie popcorn, but just something to have after a workout. So this is a good one for right now that I'm enjoying. And next, for all of us girls out here that like to feel nice and fresh after the gym, because I know it's tough sometimes. Sometimes we're running from the gym to something else, a dinner or whatever it may be, but you got to get that workout in, and I respect that. I get it. I lately have been using this. It's a whole body deodorant. So I like this spray for my bag because sometimes if my bag is somewhere hot or especially with it being summertime, the deodorant can melt if it's like a stick deodorant. So I really like the spray can. And then it's just easier to kind of use that than using the stick. And this is the whole body one, so it just makes you kind of feel fresh. You can use it kind of, obviously much more than just under your arms. So I like this one a lot. And then I have other things here that also kind of go along with the deodorant here. So if you're just kind of, again, want to keep things fresh or just some beauty things here, I'll start with I have some hair ties. So I always keep some extra scrunchies or hair ties just my uh, in case like mine breaks or I just forget it that day. And then I also have a little headband here, little Nike headband. But yeah, just things for comfort for my hair, for keeping my hair back if I'm running or whatever it may be. But I just like having some of these extra ones on me just so I know if one broke, then I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then I also have a brush, this little cute little brush. It's a little travel brush that I keep with me so that way I can brush my hair if I'm, again, needing to kind of look nice after that workout. I also have a little body spray, just a little travel body spray for my workouts and just for after, and keep that in my little bag. And then I have, this is a lip mask, but I'll have like a lip balm or a lip mask for after my workout. And then this is nice. It helps with flyaways. So it's like it's called a hair finishing stick. Yeah, hair finishing stick. But what it is, it's kind of almost like a little wax that keeps kind of the little hairs that when you're sweating that kind of go everywhere, keeps them, puts them back down into place. So we look all nice for wherever we're going. So that's some of those beauty products. And then next, along the lines of wanting to feel good after your workout, especially if you're running to dinner and you just don't have time to take a shower or you're going somewhere else after, then these body wipes are really, really nice. They come individually wrapped like this. This is the Shower Pill Hustle and Clean body wipe. So I get these at Target as well. But I love them because they aren't sticky, so they don't feel like a sticky residue. You really actually feel like you've had a shower after you use these. They smell great. It's not like an overpowering smell. and they really are a nice product. So I love having these with me. They really make me feel good if I'm like, I never know if I'm gonna need this. If someone's like, do you want to go to dinner? And I'm like, oh, I'm leaving the gym right now, and then I can just go ahead and use that and feel good. So love these. I've been using these for years, honestly, and good little product here. So the last thing in my bag is I have a little jacket. So I will say, depending on winter or whatever season we're in, I'll have like maybe a sweatshirt or hoodie. But right now I have just kind of a more lightweight jacket, but just a little zip up jacket, super cute. And this is just to have with me in case, my shirt, if like my shirt's too sweaty, or if I'm in a gym and it's actually freezing, because sometimes that does happen, or just I need something extra with me. I like having this. I just find it comes in handy. So I always have in my bag something extra, whether it's an extra like a long sleeve shirt or hoodie or sweatshirt or a little jacket, but just something that I can use if I needed it. But yeah, that is everything. So this is all the stuff that I have in my bag. And definitely let me know what you keep in yours. If there's any little tips or things that you keep in yours that you love, please let me know. Will always add things to this bag. So you keep me posted there. Just in the comments, just let us all know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope I gave you some good tips here. And yeah, it's always fun to have our bags. I know that I like to just feel prepared and to feel like I've got all my stuff for the gym so that I can get after a good hard workout. So, all right, this is it. Thank you so much for watching.